Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here. And I wanted to share something that's come up in my awareness over and over again recently. And it's not as if it wasn't in my awareness before, yet there's something more potent happening now. And that is the conversation about masculine and feminine. So, not only is there obviously masculine energy and feminine energy in relationships, yet it's in every aspect of life and how you approach life. And what I've been noticing, and I couldn't pinpoint this a long time ago, yet many of the women that came to me since the beginning where just they were successful women, they were women that were high drive, ambitious, fearless, great women. And I even remember when I was first speaking with my specialist when I was diagnosed with chronic fatigue. She also asked me, she's like, "Are you type A?" And I was like, "That's an interesting question." And I never really put it all together until very recently when all those threads of why does that even matter came together. What am I getting at? So, masculine and feminine energy. First of all, it's a topic that lately is super intriguing to me because I personally have always been into being very assertive, very go-getter, very direct, and I wouldn't say type A personality. I kind of go back and forth between being very go-getter and kind of laying back. Yet that being said, a lot of the aspects of my personality that were very developed were actually masculine attributes. And I never thought of myself per se as masculine. That being said, there was a lot of internal drive that was exhausting me on a subconscious level. And I would never tell you in the past to pinpoint it that it's actually because my movement forward in life is through an energy that is not my essence. So, the interesting part about all of this is a lot of women in the past generation or two have been operating of the masculine because fortunately we have space to, we have the grounds to. We're becoming or have become equals in the workplace, equals in the world, at least in the Western world, where we have a voice, we have an opinion, and we can take action on that. Fortunately. Unfortunately, what's been happening is as we operate from the essence that is not of our true nature, what I've been noticing and putting the pieces together is that masculine behavior is actually an external shell of defensiveness, an external shell of moving forward, pushing forward, achieving. Why? Because first of all, again, we do have the option to do that. And also, it comes from a deeper element of feeling unsafe, which is one of the biggest reasons for all ailments, but especially when it comes to chronic illness. It's the feeling of going within, shutting down. So when we have these masculine attributes, really what's happening on a deeper level is this defensive shield that we've created. So in our essence, no one can hurt us. That being said, a lot of what's happening now is there's a shift back into women being feminine and men being masculine. Why? Because now that there's the equal footing between masculine and feminine, there is a power. First of all, there's a power in the feminine, but also when we are overexerting ourselves in a nature that is not our nature, unfortunately, then it is counteracting our essence. And when you're not in your essence, literally all of healing is just getting back to your essence. That's all it is. The whole healing journey is to get you back to your essence, however you do that. So if you are inherently a woman, and of course, there's you can't generalize everything, but if you are inherently a woman, for better or for worse, your essence is feminine. So even if it's uncomfortable, feeling like you're going back there, part of the biggest piece of healing is getting back into your original essence. And even on the opposite spectrum with men, there are men I work with that are brilliant people, beautiful people, but there's something that happened along the line that created this feeling of them shutting down their masculine, being defensive in that way, having to become softer, not being able to assert themselves. So that also, the opposite essence has created a defensiveness that is what is instilled in the psyche, creating unease.